Hello everyone. So my name is Giselle and today I'm gonna show you my project for Module 5, which is pretty much about that cloud database demo. So the goal of this project is to demonstrate how to use a cloud database with Python. So in this program, the user can submit messages to a Firebase Firestore database, and then the messages are retrieved and displayed back. I'm also going to through the main parts of the code and explain pretty much how it works. So let me just show you that I'm using the Python 3.11 on a Mac. So the project uses a virtual environment to manage all the dependencies safely. So the main libraries require are Firebase-admin and Google API. To run the project, we also need a Firebase service account key, which I have stored in a file called service account key in the project folder. I have also made sure the program uses an open SSL 3 to avoid warnings with Python and Mac OS. So now let's gonna run the project. What do I do first? So let's get into the folder at first. Now that we're in, let's pretty much run it. So if for some reason that I wasn't able to figure it out and fix it as after many attempts, I still getting this warning and it says I'm not able to fix it. However, you can see that you get mm, the program itself and it's gonna retrieve what we just wrote. So as you can see, pretty much is coming back here in this last one. So in this case, pretty much the program asks you to type my name. I type Giselle, and pretty much it asks me for the message. Okay, so when I press enter, the program saves the messages to the Firebase Firestore and it confirms with message saved to the cloud database, as you can see, pretty much here. So the program retrieves all the messages from the database and prints them, which is what you have. Here you can see any previous messages, including the one that I just added. So pretty much, let's see how that file works. For what we can see here is pretty much in the top, I import all the necessary dependencies and pretty much also the important libraries like the Firebase admin, credentials, file store from the Firebase, and the datetime to store timestamps. So then I initialize the Firebase app using the service account key. So honestly, in this part also, this pretty much allows the program to connect securely to my Firestore database. And also, I have created a function which pretty much checks that the name and the messages are not empty. It creates a data dictionary with the name message, and as I mentioned before, a timestamp. So another function is pretty much the read messages, and this function streams all the documents from the messages collection and prints them to the terminal. So in the main section, the program prompts the user for the name and messages, calls add message, then calls read message to display all the messages. So far, we have successfully submitted a message to the database and retrieved the messenger back. So this demonstrates all the basics of using a cloud database with Python, connecting to a Firebase, storing data, retrieving data. So this project, honestly, it has been amazing. It has helped me to learn how Python interacts with cloud services and how to structure functions for database operations and how to handle it, time set, and user input. So one challenge that I honestly face is that I'm still getting a warning and like running some libraries like OpenSSL3. So I have to make sure my Python environment use the like correct version. I also learn how to structure my code so the functions are reusable and how to like handle the user input to avoid empty messages. Overall, this project taught me a lot about Python, cloud databases, and best practices for managing credential security. In conclusion, the Cloud Database Demo project demonstrates a simple, effective way to store and read messages from a cloud database using Python. You can see how the code works, how the messages are added and retrieved, and how the Firebase makes cloud storage like super easy to use. So thank you so much for watching. And if you want, pretty much just leave a comment or a feedback. Have a great day.